no, you're yes, then you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, I'm not gonna sing the rest. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the sex lives of college girls. Before we get into that, though, I want y'all to go ahead and drop down and hit that subscribe button, because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. So if that's the type of content that you like, you might as well subscribe. Now let's go ahead and get into this review. So episode 5 is entitled That Comment Though. If y'all don't remember where we last left off, in episode 4, Nico had posted this emoji here under Kimberly's picture when she had her little fitted dress on, right? So episode 5 starts out with she's telling her roommates showing her roommates the comment that Nico left under her picture. She's asking them, hey, yo, what does this mean? Like, does he like me? Like, what's going on? And of course, like good friends should do, they hype her head up. But the moment she starts to feel herself, the comment is deleted. Not that you leaving comments and then waking up and then going back to delete the comment. So like I was kind of like, I think it was Bella who said, she was like, well, that means he was thinking about it all night. Yeah, that's true. But he's still a whole ass dude for doing that. Like, leave that comment. Leave a comment. You know you want it. Leave a comment. So Kimberly decides to ask her coworkers for advice. Like, what does this mean? Kanan more specifically, because he's a dude. You know, you gotta get that guy's perspective. I like to do that too with my male friends. They probably get tired of me. Anyhow, I think Kanan just said, like, he's an F-boy, don't rock with it. Like, I ain't feeling it. Yeah, Kanan. Yeah, Kanan. That's what you gotta listen to your male friends, right? But the Latina, and I think her name is Lily or Lila. I gotta look at it again, but I'm not 100% sure what her name is. But she was like, nah, we gotta test this theory out, right? So if he like you, you gotta post something on your story. Because when you post something on your story, if he's the first one to view it, that means that he goes to your page a lot. That algorithm know, that comment though, and the algorithm know. Because if your page pops up, and I didn't know this. And now that after I watched the episode, I think about it, like, is this why the same people be popping up on my Instagram stories? Because I watch their stories all the time. She posted something on her story. He was one of the first people to view it. So we know he be stalking her page, sis. Then he invites Kimberly and her roommates to one of their frat parties. And Kimberly had a corny ass response like a Kimberly would. And he was like, never mind. Okay, see, that was funny. But like, here he go with that stuff again. With that, I like you, no I don't. Like, I want to invite you, but I don't. I want to see you, but I don't. It's like, bruh, can you please make up your mind? Because at this point, it's getting on my nerves. Let's talk about Layton. So y'all know Layton has to do 100 hours of community service at the Women's Center. And she's starting to get in good with the girls. She's starting to build a bond. And they started inviting her to LGBTQ events around campus, and she turns it down to go to the frat party. So Alicia and the girls of the Women's Center are like, or the people of the Women's Center are like, you know, hey, maybe we should go to the frat party. And obviously, no. And Layton's brother says the same thing. Like, no, don't invite them. They try to get us shut down every year. Like, please don't invite them here. In this episode, Whitney is in the library conversing with her teammates, and she realizes that the boys soccer team gets more perks and attention than the girls soccer team, even despite the boys soccer team sucking ass and the girls team are like on their way to the championships, which is not foreign. It's always like that in sports, especially in male dominated sports. The male athletes always get more attention. I feel like if they get more attention and more fans coming out, that's one thing. But if they get new sweatsuits and shit, we deserve new sweatsuits and shit, because that's only fair. Like, you know, fan-wise, who gives a fuck? Because you like what you like. But if they get some new stuff, we deserve some new stuff too. And she finds out that the boys' locker room is like on some college professional type locker room status, right? So she decides to go and check it out herself. And she goes in recording to see that they have a nice ass locker room, like I said, on some professional soccer player type shit, and she accidentally records somebody's penis. Oops. Well, obviously that's a crime, and she gets benched for like the next 2 games. I find it funny though how she told her mom one story, and then when her mom called the coach, obviously it's a whole, like, she left out that she recorded a naked person. You know, like I'm saying? Like, she told her mama the good stuff, but not the real reason why she's actually in trouble. Why do kids do that? Just keep it 100. Because especially if you have a senator for a mom, you know she gonna follow through. And if you don't give her the full story, it's gonna make her look like, say what now? Who say what happened? In this episode, Bella attends a cheese party for the Cotillon. Can we talk about these parties? Cheese party, naked parties, flapper parties. What is up with these parties? Like I said before, I didn't go to a PWI, but I don't even think they'd be having these outlandish ass, weird ass parties like this. Like a cheese party? Anyhow, at that party, she runs into one of the editors on the Cotillon, and she shows him one of her pieces of work for advice on it, and he reads it. He says it's great. She turns around and he's playing porn. He talks about, I want to show you something funny, and turns on porn. I would have been like, what are you doing? She just stood there. I mean, I understand her shock, because like, so what's the funny part? Like, what's the funny part? But like, in little moments like that, even if you are afraid to say something, try to make it light and excuse yourself from the room, because what are you doing, boy? What the hell? That's weird. At the theta party, you know, the boys are under scrutiny, under review, so they're trying to keep everything clean cut, you know, serving closed bottles and trash all cleaned up. It was so funny because, like, this was the neatest looking frat party ever in history of frat parties, right? Because they didn't want to get possibly shut down by the people from the Women's Center. But during the midst of that party, Leighton and Alicia bond a little bit more, and some frat dude come by and call Alicia a dyke. Alicia kind of kicks him down, and her and Leighton get into this like deep conversation, and it's like, well, Leighton, you don't understand what we go through, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And Leighton comes out and says that she's gay. I kind of saw their relationship coming because Alicia was obviously one of the highlighted people of the Women's Center, so we have to do something with her character here. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at it. Same student that Whitney video records in the locker room is the same student she challenges to some type of women are better than men type shit. Who gives a fuck? She gets hurt on the treadmill and like chips her tooth or some shit. Then at the party, Kimberly talks to Nico, but she kind of like embarrasses herself and walks out, but he chases after her. I was like, okay, so you do like her? He offers to walk her home from the party, but I get the vibe that he doesn't want anyone to know that he likes her. Because, I mean, I don't just get that vibe. He actually tells her, he's like, it's kind of weird, you know, because, you know, you're a freshman and you're my sister's roommate. Like, I don't want people, like, looking at me for looking at you like that. Semi-understandable, but at the same time, it's like, I felt like it was more so, like, of a shame, like, I don't want to like you type thing in public, because obviously they are like 2 different type of people on 2 different type of spectrums, so it's kind of like, should I be attracted to you? I think Nico is like confusing himself on that front. So let's hop into episode 6 real quick. Episode 6 was a filler episode. Now, filler episodes mean nothing happens in these episodes. They don't advance the plot, they're just there, but we do get different things in filler episodes. So in this particular case, we got a little bit more character development and like background information about our main characters. So I'm gonna literally run through episode 6 because, like I said, ain't shit happen for real. So we find out that Leighton's family is rich and stuck up, and even possibly more rich and stuck up than she is. Whitney has daddy issues. His daddy is her daddy is a musician, and he couldn't make it out to parents' night because he had an opportunity. It's like, I understand, but I'm your child. he was like, why don't you support my dreams? I'm like, bitch, why you don't support my dreams? I'm your child and I'm in college and you ain't supporting me. Why I gotta support your dreams? What the hell? You're like, I'm the parent and you the child. She got daddy issues, which kind of makes sense why she likes older dudes who treat her like shit. Bella got approval from her family for her comedy career because she told them that she was in school for like science or engineering or something like that. We found out that Kimberly wanted to fit in at the school where she obviously doesn't really fit in because she comes from low income or whatever, and she, you know, kind of like tries to hide the fact, and her mom just kind of gives her some really sound advice. She was like, don't let this school change you. Don't let these people change who you are or be ashamed of who you are. And moms always give that solid advice that we don't listen to at the time, but I'm pretty sure she'll understand and heed that advice later. Something important that did happen in this episode is that Nico and Kimberly kissed. I was happy because they were like over the bar and they were like leaning, and I was like, do it, just do it. Because you know, some people always be like in scenes like that, somebody will pop out of nowhere like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. Like, don't do that. So I was just kind of like hoping that nothing stopped them from actually kissing, and they actually kissed, and I was actually happy about it. I think I'm just as toxic as they are. Well, everybody, that about wraps up episode 5 and 6 of the Sex Lives of College Girls. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for when I drop episodes 7 and 8. We almost done with the season, y'all. It's only 10 episodes. Go ahead and like this video if you like it. If you stay to the end, matter of fact, go ahead and like it. Just do that, because you stay to the end, so you gotta like it. And leave a comment down below. What would y'all have done if a dude turned on porn randomly with you in the room? Like, especially a dude that you ain't feeling like that. What would you have done? I'm curious. Until next time, it's a date.